everyone, and welcome to another episode of AWS Partners Unplugged. AWS Partners Unplugged is a podcast series where we discuss all things related to partners. My name is Igor, and I'm your today's host. And with me, as always, is my brilliant co-host, Sri.
Igor, thank you very much for including me as a part of this. I enjoy doing these things with you. My name is Sri Raghavan, and we're today focusing on the transformative business benefits that the innovations that we're going to talk about today bring to the table to our customers, to our partners, and all the stakeholders in AWS. We've got some really exciting updates from the AWS Partner Network blogs today, covering everything from AI-driven product growth to mainframe modernization and robust cloud security. Who doesn't need security, Igor? It's going to be an upbeat and insightful conversation, as always, with my friend and partner in crime, Igor.
Yes, I totally agree. Absolutely. We cannot have enough security. But let's kick things off with something truly cutting edge. Amplitude AI agents and their collaboration with Amazon Bedrock to accelerate product growth. This partnership is transforming how product teams operate, and it's a blog that just got published recently.
That's right, Igor. But here's a bigger deal, right? What is the core business problem that Amplitude is addressing? And the core business problem is the growing gap between detecting user behavior issues and actually acting on them. You could detect issues now, but if you take your own sweet time to act on them, then product teams can spend hours manually analyzing dashboards, not getting to the root cause right away, and then marketing campaigns can run without optimization. And guess what? That leads to a lot of delays in terms of getting your customers retained, providing your customers bad experience, and of course, loss of revenue, productivity, you name it. These are some of the negative things that happen if you do not act on these behavior issues right away, as soon as you find them.
Right. And from technical standpoint, it's fascinating how they're doing it. So Amplitude AI agents use Amazon Bedrock's foundation models to automatically detect user friction points, recommend solutions, and even implement changes in real time. Amazon Bedrock, as a fully managed service, provides easy access to a wide range of foundation models, from leading AI companies such as Anthropic, AI21 Labs, Stability AI, and Amazon's own Nova and Titan models, all through a single API. It allows developers to build and scale generative AI applications quickly and securely without complex infrastructure management. And that's what people took advantage of here.
And you're right. And from the technical standpoint, it's really impressive, right? In terms of taking advantage of all the variety of foundation models that we have in place, which is, of course, a big strength of AWS, which others don't have. But the business impact is equally huge, right? This is where analytics gets transformed from a reactive to a proactive process. Remember, I talked to you a little bit about how you can find things, but then if you take your own sweet time to act on the things that you found, then that causes downstream impact in terms of lost revenue, productivity, and of course, the customer experience, which is really going to be terrible. So the idea is, how do you spot friction quickly and how do you act on it? And this is where they have AI agents proactively surfacing issues, suggesting fixes, recommending experiments. And the idea behind these experiments is, okay, how do we drive higher retention? And how do we sustain revenue growth? In fact, how do we even increase revenue over time, right? Marketing teams can optimize campaigns in real time. They can dynamically adjust targeting. They can personalize content without waiting for an analyst, ensuring that what you spend gets maximized in terms of its usage with the maximum positive impact on the people who matter most to us, which are our customers and our partners.
That's right. It's really about automating mundane and repetitive tasks. For example, Amplitude leverages Amazon Bedrock for orchestrating chat-based workflows and driving automated web experimentation. These AI agents intelligently generate code to create and test dynamic web variants, enabling teams to run continuous experiments at scale. What's more, it even uses Bedrock vision capabilities to analyze website screenshots to detect design flaws and improve user experience, going beyond the typical text and code analysis.
That's really amazing, right? Imagine I just send you a screenshot and you take a look at it, Human analysis of these screenshots sometimes, can be a hit or miss. But you're now passing screenshots to these agents to be able to detect all these design flaws. So it's just fantastic. Now, on top of that, it is also a game changer to me as far as I'm concerned for efficiency. Now, you and I talked about this a little bit before, Igor, for data teams, right? Now, we talked about the impact on the customers. Now, what is in it for data teams? Now, for data teams, they spend less time on repetitive queries, report generations, fire drills, and so on. I still think they're going to spend some time on fire drills, but not as much as before, particularly some of those things that are repetitive in nature. The agents now handle the undifferentiated work, automating analysis and flagging anomalies. And what that means is that data teams now have the leverage and the latitude to focus on strategic initiatives and actually high-value work rather than doing the same repeat tasks over and over again. So it essentially scales your ability to generate insights. It, again, as I said before, increases the ability to do experimentation A to B tests and more on that, and delivers a personalized experience that drives long-term growth. So this is very important, right? They even automate, believe this or not, they even automate the entire conversion rate optimization workflow, from detecting drop-offs to launching tests and refining feedback, turning what was a reactive investigation into what I think is a continuous optimization loop. And imagine not just efficiency, again, go back to how much time you've saved, how much efficiency you've generated, and what it ultimately means for our customers and partners. That is day and night in terms of impact.
Very transformative. And speaking of transformation, let's switch the gears to something equally impactful. Accelerate mainframe modernization with AWS Transform. This is almost a breakthrough, promising to reduce that has traditionally been a multi-year journey into a process measured in months. And both of us, we are kind of long in the tooth. We know mainframes, we've seen them, and they've been predicted to go away for a long time. You think this is the final nail in the coffin?
It's phenomenal, and you're absolutely right. I was hoping you wouldn't mention the fact that I've been doing this for about 900 years, and therefore I'm that old. But I started my career, I don't know, that many years ago on mainframes. Right, we used to actually execute programs using job control language, JCL, and whatnot. Anyway. Mainframe modernization.
Kick screens. I remember those. JCL kick.
Oh, no, absolutely. Those are fantastic times. Mainframe modernization, of course, is a huge undertaking for many organizations, simply because the footprint of mainframes are everywhere. But it's also about time that modernization happens, right? Because look at the cost saving, look at the improved agility, and of course, companies, particularly the ones you and I speak to on a regular basis, want to reduce technical debt. So AWS Transform helps partners like Accenture, Capgemini, Infosys, and Kyndryl. And I'm not mentioning a whole bunch of them because that'll take the entire program. But these are the organizations that AWS Transform helps to streamline this journey, this mainframe journey for customers, addressing critical challenges like how to generate speed, reduce complexity rather, and quite frankly, the growing legacy skills gap. A lot of people do not have the expertise to be able to work with large mainframe systems, and they are complex. As powerful they are, those skills are few and far between. So we've got to do something to be able to modernize them and give people the right kind of skills to be able to do the transformations.
And I like how AWS, with QTransform, enable this global GSIs, integrators, to transform customer applications. This is something AWS, the value we bring. And that's on the kind of business side. But technically speaking, AWS Transform for mainframe is powered by specialized AI agents. And people talk about AI agents. Here's an example of how AI agents can be used in real world. These agents are trained using AWS years of experience, and it streamlines the entire transformation process from initial analysis and planning to code refactoring and migration. It introduces enhanced code analysis, that identifies cyclomatic complexity and duplicate program IDs alongside AI-powered chat for querying generated documentation. It even helps extract complex business logic in clear and business-friendly language, which is crucial for understanding legacy applications.
Absolutely. Again, this goes back to the complexity of the systems, right? Because back when they were written, I still remember you couldn't understand the logic. You actually had to have a cheat sheet right next to you to be able to understand the business logic as you followed along. So right now, for you to be able to extract complex logic, business logic, and provide that translation layer in a clear business-friendly language is really big. Now, don't take our word for it, right? Igor, you and I have been speaking to partners, but nobody needs to listen to us. The partner testimonials truly highlight the business value. I was speaking to Accenture the other day. They see it as accelerating their understanding of legacy code and reducing reliance on subject matter experts. Now, I want to be very careful when I say this, right? It is not as if you don't need subject matter experts anymore. Subject matter experts now are being relied upon for much more strategic kinds of tasks rather than them just providing the translation layer, which the machines can provide, right? So subject matter experts, to be very clear, are more valuable than ever before. Capgemini as well notes it completes modernization projects in months instead of years. Again, what's the impact of that? Reduce costs, reduce risk of financial services clients. And last but not the least, HCL Tech projects about a 10 to 15% improvement in engineering efforts and a whooping 30% reduction in dependency on legacy systems. This kind of acceleration helps build customer confidence and secures project approvals faster and with a clearer line of sight to what's getting accomplished.
That's amazing. And I like how these subject matter experts are becoming now more productive. You can use them on more projects because LLMs and the tooling will do a lot of work now. A really neat technical feature in this product is Reforge, currently in public preview. It's an LLM-powered code restructuring tool that optimizes refactored Java code with human-readable comments, making it much more maintainable. This service also offers capabilities like code decomposition for breaking down monolithic applications and automated code refactoring from COBOL to JCL, the one you mentioned, to object-oriented languages such as Java and Groovy. It's a total comprehensive suite.
Yeah, I was going to say groovy at the end of it, but that'll be a terrible pun.
Yeah.
All this is great, right? And it seems like every week there are some really monumentally important announcements coming from AWS, and this one in particular, I would like to focus on, which has got a huge geographical impact, which is the AWS European Sovereign Cloud. This new independent cloud located and operated within the European Union is a massive step forward for European organizations, providing the same security and performance that AWS is known for, with additional features specific to evolving EU regulations and sovereignty requirements. So now, companies who use AWS in all these jurisdictions, geographic areas, do not have to worry about the data getting leaked or security violations or whatever the case might be, because now the AWS European Sovereign Cloud is sure.
It's a sign of a brand new world we're living in, and the governance is here, so we kind of all have to deal with it. It's fascinating how partners are building solutions for this. The cloud itself offers a robust security controls and operational independence. We're seeing an expanded portfolio of partner solutions across various categories. For instance, in data and analytics platforms, partners like ClickHouse are bringing their real-time analytics capable of processing trillions of rows with millisecond latency while maintaining strict data sovereignty requirements. Cloudera is developing a sovereign data platform to keep all data and metadata within EU borders.
It's amazing, right? And this commitment to European digital sovereignty is evident. If you simply look at the investment that AWS is making, it is 7.8 billion euros today. in the first region of the AWS European Sovereign Cloud. And this is, I believe, in Brandenburg in Germany. But more importantly, what it means for businesses, for enterprises that work with AWS, is that this means they can innovate with confidence, knowing their digital sovereignty requirements like GDPR compliance and local data privacy regulation. As you know, each and every country in Europe is slightly different from the other in terms of the kinds of data regulations they have. All of these are met without compromise, number one. We're seeing solutions for every need, from observability and process management to integration, DevOps, you name it, and of course migration. All of these things have been designed with EU sovereignty in mind, and that is a big deal.
Mm-hmm. And the AI and machine learning offerings are tailored specifically to process and analyze data within EU boundaries. Mistral AI, for example, is preparing to offer its models and applications, including the chat enterprise on the sovereign cloud, providing secure enterprise search and enabling custom AI agents for task automation, particularly suited for sensitive sectors like defense and financial services.
Yeah, today, the theme, or one big theme we've been referring to throughout the conversation you and I are having, is security. And you and I take security very seriously, and it is paramount. Our partners are bringing comprehensive security and identity management solutions on the AWS cloud. And the idea behind these solutions is to help protect sensitive workloads while maintaining strict data residency, right? I mean, that's the whole rationale for the sovereign cloud. Partners like CyberArk, for instance, is offering AI-powered identity security platform. And the idea behind that is to apply intelligent privilege controls for every identity, human, machine, or AI. And the idea is to also reduce operational and security risks. Again, the point is we have a holistic approach, both in terms of our internal innovation as well as the work we do with our partners to meet the unique challenges of European cloud environments, which we take seriously with all the investments that are coming in place.
And speaking of security, let's talk about Superna Defender and the broader landscape of AWS competency programs. It's another blog that got published. By the way, reminder, all the blogs will be in the notes. You can all see them, and I strongly recommend to read them on your own as well. So Superna Defender is a powerful tool for strengthening AWS cloud storage security. From a technical point of view, it monitors and protects AWS storage resources like Amazon S3, Amazon FSx for Windows file server in real time, providing the crucial who, what, and where of every event.
That's right. The threat of ransomware and malware to cloud storage is becoming increasingly sophisticated, right? And none of us takes any of those things lightly. And the reason is because the damage extends beyond immediate operational losses to severely affecting reputations long term. We don't need to mention any examples, but a quick Google search will tell you some pretty serious reputational effects have been seen by many companies, which we want to avoid. Superna Defender helps organizations move beyond traditional backups by addressing the concept of cyber storage, which is, by the way, a new Gartner category for products that actively defend storage and data against cyber events through prevention, early detection, and even event blocking. It provides what we call a critical last line of defense where production data resides. Now that is true power.
That's right, and it's very important because especially for ASV partners, reputational damage can be devastating because you're not only losing critical data of your own, but you also potentially can be losing customer-owned data. So this is a very important topic. And Superna Defender offers a protection against mass deletion, mass copies, and provides data loss prevention, DLP, with automatic user account lockouts for immediate security actions. It even includes a learning mode to avoid false positive by observing activity. Crucially, it helps customers and partners comply with the NIST cyber storage checklist across all phases, such as identify, detect, protect, respond, and recover. For recovery, its Cyber Recovery Manager tracks affected files for precise cyber recovery, restoring only what's necessary, which shortens recovery times.
You made a very important point about trust, and if trust is lost, the customers sometimes don't come back. In a lot of occasions, they just don't come back, right? But you also make a very important point about recovery, and this is a vital capability as it allows organizations to recover faster and increase productivity after a cyber event. You just don't want to take your own time coming back because, as it is, you've lost reputation. Now, on top of that, you're taking time to come back, which is really a terrible thing. So, and when you tie that into the broader security need, the updates to the AWS Managed Security Service Provider, it's a mouthful, MSSP competency, is very important. What that does is that it helps customers easily identify partners who can provide turnkey security solutions and also addresses the challenge of managing multiple security tools and maintaining in-house expertise. These MSSP competency partners are validated first for the ability to provide end-to-end security management, ensuring robust security, while also allowing businesses to focus on their core operations, right? So it's a very, very important competency that we can provide more information on, that we can dive deeper.
And for those who are new to the podcast or new to AWS, I just want to quickly side note on what a competency. Competencies is something, there are programs where we differentiate certain ISVs, and ISVs go through a rigorous process to attain certain competencies. So if a customer is looking for expertise in this particular area, in a specific area, they can come to AWS and look and find the partners that will be part of the competency, therefore something they can narrow down the list. And then this new MSSP competency categories are quite specific, validated expertise in areas like infrastructure security, workload security, application security, data protection, identity and access management, incident response, and cyber recovery. This level of granularity helps customers to find exactly the right partner.
And that is absolutely correct. It allows partners to showcase their deep technical expertise. Now, when I say showcase, it's not as if they're telling the whole world, hey, look how cool I am. No. They have achieved this competency simply because of the vast expertise that they have in their area, how they differentiate themselves, and connect more effectively with customers seeking specific security strengths, right? So it's really a mark of their accomplishment that our customers are looking to learn from and to implement within their organization. Similarly, the updates to the AWS government competency, another competency, introduce new categories like citizen services, public safety, and defense and national security, right? And what's the point of this? The point of this is it helps government organizations find partners with proven expertise in their unique security, compliance, and procurement needs. As you can imagine, every government agency is different in terms of its rules and regulations and how it works in terms of procurement. And so these competencies help organizations find the right partners. These competencies also provide new opportunities for partners to expand their reach and expertise. Ultimately, the idea is to support government innovation and service delivery, making them efficient, making them work for the citizens. Plus, there are enhanced benefits for partners like exclusive AWS Government Day events and global expansion competency partner leadership circles. There's all kinds of information in the AWS websites, but Igor and I can also provide more information if you should reach out to us.
Absolutely. And it's clear that AWS continually is evolving its services and partner programs to meet complex customer needs, whether it's through cutting-edge AI for product optimization, acceleration of mainframe migration, ensuring data sovereignty, or bolstering cloud security.
Absolutely. Look, the focus in specialized AI agents, comprehensive security solutions, and sovereign cloud environments truly underscores our commitment at AWS to empower businesses with more intelligent, efficient, and secure cloud operations. Ultimately, all of this benefits our customers, and that's what we're in business for, to make sure our customers are well served and make their lives better. It is an exciting time to be leveraging the cloud.
And Sri, I think you wanted to talk about something else today, something you're very excited about.
Yeah, really quickly. There are two things. One is professional, the last one is a personal thing. I'll quickly make a one-line statement about. But on July 16th, we launched AI agents and tools in AWS Marketplace, and we're thrilled. Now, what is it? It's a set of capabilities and experiences that accelerates how customers find, buy, and deploy AI agent solutions. The new AI agents and tools product category, which you'll see in the AWS Marketplace, includes pre-built agents, agent tools, agent development solutions, professional services, and software with embedded agents. I mean, this is really cool. Customers can now explore AI agent products using natural language, so you don't have to worry about code. Just ask your questions and it'll retrieve the results. Go to the AI agents and tools page in AWS Marketplace, where you'll find a lot more information. Of course, reach out to Igor and or me, and we, of course, are very happy to help you. The quick personal thing I want to say, as I always like to plug specific music or movies or one of those things, Jethro Tull, Heavy Horses. What a great album. I love it. Listen to it. Let me know.
Okay. I'm not going to comment on your recommendation, but maybe next time I'll be better prepared and come up with one of my own. But definitely thank you everyone for joining us on AWS Partners Unplugged. We'll dive deeper into the next episode into agents, marketplace, and any other interesting AWS Partner Network blogs and news. Hopefully you find these insights interesting and valuable.
Thanks everyone for listening. We'll be back next time with more exciting updates.